This here is a picture of the wild chicken. It is sitting right now in a pine tree. This wild chicken is orange in color. This is the same chicken taken in the same pine tree, except this time it is looking us straight on. You can see its neck is very skinny and leads up to a pointed head. Here is a different chicken. Here is a different wild chicken sitting in a different type of pine tree. Notice how its claws are on tree. Here is one of our brave photographers taking a picture with a lens from down far underneath the tree. Here is another one. This one is just resting peacefully in the tree and is completely unaware of us taking the picture. Here is a beautiful picture of one with the sunset. It has its head turned and its feathers ruffled and it's sitting in a pine tree. This one is much more hidden by the pine tree, and this was one that I just so happened to notice as I was walking around and took a picture. This one was in a small pine tree by the edge of a field, and as I started walking up to take a picture, it got nervous. Here is the same picture taken from a farther distance away. The chicken really likes to stand in the sun. After I took the picture too close and got nervous, it jumped down from the tree, and this just stood there and stared at me like that. This one decided to take residence up in an oak tree. So as I was walking in the woods, I saw this. Along the edge of a field. And here is another one on the other side of the oak tree. They were talking back and forth to each other, all decent bit. This is one I happened to find that was foraging in the snow for food. It's kind of hard to find food this time of the year. This is one that was about to peck something on the ground. It took a picture right as it was about to peck something, which is, yeah, that was a pretty good chance. Here is one in one of those little pine trees that I don't even know if it's a pine tree, but it was looking at me curiously, and here it is hiding in the pine tree. This is one I took from a distance away that was stalking in our yard. And now for some videos. We must be very quiet as we approach on the wild chicken. You never know what a wild animal might do. It sees us. We must be quiet. Oh wow. So never before seen up close encounter with a wild chicken. Observe the way it walks. It is pecking at some unseen object on the ground. It notices we're here, but it's not afraid. It found something. We must be very careful backing away from it, else it may start chasing us. Good news, we have found a wild chicken nesting in a tree. I will attempt to climb up and see exactly how it roosts. To do that, I must climb this tree. wild chicken has noticed me. It is looking down at me. The first thing you may notice is that it puffs its feathers out as it sits on the tree. It has no concern with us being here whatsoever. In fact, it seems to like us being here, maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. Notice how it sits on the... Hey, respect my phone. This one appears to have crippled feet. Normally they will sit around the entire tree branch while gripping it with their toes. In the background, you can hear some geese, wild geese, flying overhead. We must be very quiet as we approach on the wild chicken in its natural habitat, foraging for food. As we approach, it starts to realize that we're here. We must be careful. It's starting to get a little nervous. We must be careful with the wild chicken. You never know what it might do. Oh no. I've got to run. It's coming to attack me.